In second tonight, number 59, Alex Cambronero.
Wait, what just happened?
That second is not out.
Look at him, look, he ripped the button off, he's pissed.
Thank you, gentlemen, and
About to
congratulations.
throw that fucking thing across the room. Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick Trigili here at Generation Iron, giving you guys a exclusive report about this weekend's show on the Classic Physique division, men's. We all know Keone Pearson was able to walk away with a huge win, biggest show of his life in New York Pro, get Olympia qualification, unbelievable job. He was coached this time by PJ Braun. PJ did an amazing job with him. The kid looked unbelievable. It was his best showing yet, in my opinion. From the morning, the prejudging to night show, he looked crisp. I think this was his best showing. And obviously it showed because he won the show. Second place, very, very close place, was Alex Cambronero. He was the Pittsburgh Pro winner. He got his qualification there a couple weeks ago. He was trained under Neil Hill. He originally was a 212 competitor for a very long time. I guess he just recently made the switch. He saw some opportunity there because his structure is very, very good. Physique is amazing. It's flawless. But Keone just has a better physique, which is crazy to say, but he does. And that's nothing to take away from Alex's conditioning, Alex's posing, Alex's presentation, his sharpness. Everything is very, very, very good. I give it all 10s. It's just that Keone structurally looks more classic to me. He has a nice vacuum look from the front, sweeping quads, big arms, nice detailed back, very chiseled waist. Very, very, very symmetrically placed abs. Like, everything is just perfect from the front and the back on the kid. You cannot knock him for anything. And he was the better man at the New York Pro this past weekend. So, in my eyes, it's a controversial sport. It's up to the judges. It's not up to Keone if he wins or loses, or not up to Alex if he wins or loses. I just think Keone had the better day and it was more on than Alex. And they went with his physique yesterday and he won. Now, in a normal scenario, you have to show all your competitors sportsmanship, no matter what you place. First, last, DQ'd, whatever. We all don't don't chip into the placings of where we want to place. It's up to the judges. Everything is in their hands. Okay? Whether we win or lose is up to them. Okay? Now, their eye that day might have went with Alex sometimes. They might have went with Keone. It could have went with someone else. We don't know. So, for Alex to come off a huge win in Pittsburgh, I believe it was his first show as a Classic Physique competitor, and then come into New York, which is the third biggest show in the world, and take second. Okay, when before he was a 212 competitor, he didn't get much limelight. I think he might have only won one show ever, and never really placed well at Olympia because he's just undersized. The guys in the 212 are very big, they're stocky, they're full of muscle, they're dense, hard, and just grainy, and he doesn't have the type of physique. He doesn't carry that much muscle. He needs bigger legs to be in the 212. It just doesn't have that oomph to him. So this is a perfect division for him. And he's doing extremely well. He should be amazingly happy to be second at the third biggest show in the world. He has a very good chance of placing top 5 in this Olympia, if not top 3. Okay, and I'm saying it right here. The kid's got a crazy physique. So there's no reason to show any type of animosity, being upset. I think there's no place for it at all in this sport because it's not up to us. You take it as a grain of salt. Okay, I took second this time. No big deal. I'll do it again. I'll do another show. Whatever. It's not the end of the road. Okay? If he needs the money, or maybe he's up a financial crisis and he needs the money to win or something and he's frustrated that way, fine. Do it off the stage when no one's around. Don't disrespect your competitors. Don't disrespect the sport, the judges, the people that are watching you. It makes us uncomfortable watching it. It's not even just you. It makes us uncomfortable seeing someone do that. The backlash, and as soon as he was announced second and Keone was the clear winner, his entire demeanor changed on stage. You'll see it in the video I have. Completely went from smiling, shaking Keone's hand, patting him on the back, being his buddy, all happy, and his whole face just changes right away as soon as he took second place. Now listen, we all might do that too, but we don't continue to carry that on throughout the stage, walking up there to shake Frank Seppi's hand and get our award. We turn that off right away. Like, okay, I'm not snapping out of it. I'll do that later on. I'll pout later if I want to pout. When I'm off camera, off stage, not in front of anybody. But to do that in front of all these people, in front of Keone, in front of all the judges, is not acceptable at all in this sport or any sport. That is this clear sign of not having sportsmanship. Take the second place on the chin and be a champion that way. Don't be disgruntled and pissed off and agitated and pout and stomp your feet and make facial expressions like you're a child. Come on, man. Like, what? How old are we? He's not some little kid. Keone's a little kid. If anything, Keone should be pouting when he loses. But he doesn't. He handles it like a man and takes it like a champ. This guy's older, obviously. He's been around for a minute. He knows how to take losses. It's not like he never lost before. He's not Phil Heath. He's not 7-time champion. You get a loss. So what? You lose. It's a bodybuilding show. It's all critiqued. So you'll see in the video, I'm not making this up. I'm not gossiping. I just wanted to point it out. This is something that you should never, ever, ever do on a stage or ever in any sport is disrespect your competitors. You should always shake their hand and respect each other. Because at the end of the day, it's not up to us who wins. It's up to the judges. If you want to be pissed off, go talk to the judges. But don't act as a child on stage. Don't lash out. Don't anyone see that. Do not anyone see their emotions like that. You have to have a poker face when this happens. This is what makes or breaks the people that can keep going in the sport. Have the thick skin to take a loss and keep going. Take it in the chin and just keep going with the sport. So you'll see his demeanor change. And then I try to follow him off the camera, but then the curtain comes up. He rips his button off, okay, and then throws the button, okay, and he has the trophy in one hand with the plaque or whatever it is. And you can see him just flinging it around like he doesn't give a shit about it. He doesn't want any part of that second place plaque. Now, I think me and my little circle of people that were by there, we all saw it because we're all on camera. We're all talking about it. You can hear in the video. And then I tried to get him, obviously, going off the stage all the way, but then the curtain was there, so I could only catch so much. But from what I heard through the grapevine, and this is coming from other competitors, other people that are backstage, that supposedly he lashed out backstage pretty bad. I don't know all the details, but I just know that he was very pissed off, very upset, more than we thought he was probably going to do backstage. Very disgruntled, very pissed off, not happy, stormed out of there. That's just not the way you want people to see you. You don't want to ever do that. You don't want to show your emotions. You don't want to do that. It's not acceptable, especially in a sport like this, guys. We're all out here having fun. We can't control the destiny. We're all just we're working hard. I get it. He probably worked very hard for this show, but at the end of the day, second place is not that bad. I'm not going to complain about that. At least you walk away with something. It's better than last place, you know? I can't get mad at this stuff. You know, it's silly, it's immature. I know what to expect. I've been doing this for so long, and he should understand that too. He's a veteran in the sport. He's not some rookie that doesn't understand how to carry himself. So it just really upset me to see somebody at his stature, at his where he is at in his career, to do something like that. And then for Keone to see it, the entire thing is happening right in front of his face. For him to notice it, everyone else noticed it backstage. It's just very, very, very salty and not a good look, man. You know, and I hope the judges didn't see it. I hope the judges aren't gonna, you know, have repercussions for it, because that's just, you know, they might not do anything up front or out in the open, but they might hold that in the back of their mind because they probably all saw it. Because if I was able to see it on stage and see the demeanor on his face and see the type of person he was after he took second place to Keone, you know, they're not stupid, guys. They're human beings too. The judges see everything, trust me, and they hear everything. They know more than you realize, trust me. So I will show you what I can show you. If I find any more clips, I will obviously share them with you, but this is not made up. This is not gossip. This is something that really did happen, and I thought it was something I had to bring light to, because this is not the way you should carry yourselves, and this is not a good representation of being an IFBB pro, in my eyes. So take a look at the videos. Tell me what you guys think. Comment below. Chip in. Whatever you guys want to do. This is Nick Trigili signing out right here at Generation Iron.
I heard a little rumbling back here. I saw some people get a little disgruntled on stage because you might have beat them. Was anything happen back here, or was everything all right?
Everything's good, man. It's just certain situations, man, you just got to, handle it different. Some people handle it different, but, hey, at the end of the day, everybody looked great. Everybody did good, man. So
Yeah, I mean, props to second-place guy, Alex. He looked amazing coming off his Pittsburgh win. So, I mean, there's nothing to knock anyone's physique. Everyone's physique at this show looked stellar. So,